Okay, good morning, ladies. So I'm going to start out with a blank screen, and I'm going to go down here to my downloads, and these are images that I airdropped to my computer. So I'm going to click on y'all's Superman image, and I'm going to zoom in a little so it's not so big. Then I'm going to left click next to the image, and I'm going to pull this whole square section to where it completely encompasses the image that I want to copy. Then I'm going to go up to edit and copy. Then I exit off of this, and then I click on the screen, and I go back up to edit, and I click paste. So now I have this Superman image. I always like to make whatever image I'm going to trace bigger, so that makes the lines more precise. So once I have a big picture of whatever image I'm going to trace, I go over here on the right hand side to the fifth one down. It says trace panel, and it looks like a slice of bread right here. And then you're going to click on select trace area, and you know it'll be selected because it looks like a crosshair now. And then you click on the corner of your image and make sure you encompass the whole image that you want traced. So now the whole image is in there. Sometimes it automatically puts the setting on a 45% threshold, and sometimes you can adjust that and go down and up and check out your lines to make sure that your lines are going to be traced appropriately. But 45 looks good for this image, so I'm just going to leave that on the 45% threshold. And then you go down to trace and click the trace button, and then once that yellow goes away, you know that it traced the image. So click on the main image and pull that over to the side, and then click on the image that you have left on the screen, and then go up to the fourth one down. It's the line style panel, and then you're going to thicken the lines. And it's important to do that because when you send the image over here to the send area, if the lines aren't thickened, it won't pick up the lines and cut them. And so I like to make the thickness about 2.75 or 2.5. So now that the lines are darkened, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to the erase feature, to the erase tool. And my erase tool is big, the circle is big, and that's fine. But if you want to change the sizes of the erase tool, you go up to here, and you can either click down to make it smaller, or click the up arrow to make it larger. So the first thing I'm going to erase is this heart, and then we're going to go inside the Superman wording and erase the S out of the center line. And if for some reason that you mess up or you accidentally erase a line you weren't planning on erasing, then you can see for some reason it nicked that little area. So let me click on the backspace up here, and it'll get back my whole that whole line again. So if you erase something and then you release the click, then it will save it from that point. So if I have to backspace, I won't have to erase the whole area. I'll just have to re-erase from that certain point. Now that what you wanted to erase is all gone, you have to go back over here to the second arrowhead looking button and click on that to get it off the eraser. And then y'all said that y'all wanted the wording DAEP. So I'm going to go back to my downloads. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot a step. Once you use the eraser tool, it's going to separate all the lines. See, so if I try to move the lines now, they're all separated. So let me go back to my back arrow button to put that back where it was. and then you left click and hold down the mouse and you encompass the whole image, and then you go up to the word object and you group the image together. Now that you've erased everything you needed and the images grouped back together, I'm going to go down to my downloads. I already uploaded a few DAEP words that I'd found online. So let me try this one. I'm going to left click next to the wording, and then I have all the wording, and I'm going up to edit and copy. Then I'm going to exit off of that and minimize this. And then I'm going to pull this image to the side real quick while I do my DAEP wording. So I click on the screen, I go up to edit, and I paste the image. And like I said, I like to make any images a little bigger before I trace them so that my lines are really clear. So I go back over to the 5th one down, the bread slice, and I click on select trace area. And I have my crosshairs so I know that it's on. Then I left click on it and encompass the whole lettering. And then all the lines look good and clean. I click on trace. And then I move that image out of the way as well. And you re-click on the lettering. You go back up to the 4th one down, the line style panel, and you darken those letterings. And then once that's done, I can move this image back over into the screen, and then I'll click on DAEP, and I'll make that fit in the middle of the Superman. So you adjust the sizes. I'm going to get it as close to the lines as I can, but not touching the lines, because you want 2 separate cuts whenever it sends through. Let me make that side just a tiny, okay, so that line's clear of the Superman symbol, and that line's clear, but it's just as big. And I'm going to stretch the words out just a little so that it fits in there perfectly. Now I'm going to left click the whole area again and include all the wording in the whole Superman. So I've got the whole area clicked again. I'm going to go back up to object and group. So now that's one full piece, the wording and the Superman. And then I'm going to click on the image, and I want it to be about 9 inches by 9 inches. So I'm going to highlight in the width and type in 9 point and then enter. And that's going to put my width at 9 inches. And then I'm going to go up to height and do the same thing. And type in 9 point and then enter. So now my image is 9 inches high and 9 inches in width. So when I'm going to send to cut, I always put the image in the top left corner, and then you go to object, and then you go to mirror, and you flip horizontally. Anything to do with heat transfer vinyl, you have to mirror it, but if it's something else, then you can just, if it's the adhesive you're gonna stick on an object, you leave it the same way. And then you click send. And once you click send, you're going to make sure that that whole area is clicked on and your cut lines are on right here. And I like to set my cut depth at a 6 or a 7, and then I put my force on a 15, and then you send it to your machine. And that's all you have to do.